So this trail goes all the way to Mount Vernon, but then you can take it all the way past DC. You can go and get on the Roosevelt Island, which is really, really cool. So I've ran the whole thing in marathon training season, and it's really a nice trail because you go through marshland and forest, and running by the water for a while. It's worth trying if you're ever out here. It's absolutely one of the best trails that I've been on. I don't know why everyone stays inside when it rains. I absolutely love riding in the rain. I mean, most of the gear that you buy these days is waterproof, so why not? Let's take a nice, enjoyable cruise out here on the Parkway. Just a short one. So I'm really excited. I'm headed to Nova Scotia for about a 10-day pilgrimage coming up in the end of May through about June the 9th. I'm going to go ride the Cabot Trail and probably go and explore Prince Edward Island a little bit too, staying with people that I know in Maine. So it should be a nice way to unwind and put my thoughts together and all that good stuff. So I'm looking forward to my Nova Scotia journey. I'm hopefully going to try to do some video blogging up there, and definitely take some photos and do some writing and reading. I'm doing this because I'm due to be ordained to the transitional diaconate on June the 11th, which is a Saturday, at the Episcopal Cathedral in Philadelphia. For those of you that don't know what that means, that's okay. Not many people do. It's the transitional diaconate is a 6-month period of being a deacon, which comes from the Greek word, and it simply means to serve. And so the idea is that before you're a priest, you serve as a leader as far as the service aspect of the church's life goes. And so I'm looking forward to that 6-month period, and I'll be ordained again coming in June 11th. And then in 6 months after that, God willing and the people consenting, I'll be ordained a priest, probably also at the Philadelphia Cathedral. And that's what I've been driving here to Alexandria for every week, attending school. And so I graduate this Thursday, and I'm going to go up to Nova Scotia for a retreat. A motorcycle retreat. It's just going to be me and my tent. I'm going to be stopping at Meat Cove and a couple of other campgrounds, maybe staying with some folks in the Anglican Church up there a couple of nights. Just use it as a time of centering. And so that's what's going on in my world. So for a little while we lose sight of the trail and the water. Hey there, buddy, get in your lane. Need to watch the signs because I know it changes a little bit. So I'm looking forward to the trip. This FJR, she's going to enjoy it. It's going to be right at about 3,000 miles when it's all said and done. I think I've calculated it up to about 2,900, but there's always a little extra riding that you do and those kinds of things. I think I'll go over 3,000. So I'll be changing the oil right before I go, and the final gear oil. Then I'll be changing the oil and maybe the final gear oil again when I get back, but probably just the oil. Be the first time I've had to change the oil before and after a trip. Really excited about this. So I'm trying to decide how light I need to pack because I need to take my tent, my sleeping bag, and probably a tent pad. I guess those are going to be tied up behind me in the seat, and then I'll have everything else in my tour pack and my side bags. So the camera, a couple changes of clothes, some running clothes, so I can enjoy the scenery. That's about it. So the way my trip's going to go is day one, I'm going to start in Philadelphia and head to Maine. Stay with someone that I know in Maine. Day two, I'll drive from Maine to Amherst, Nova Scotia. There's a church there whose rector, the head priest there, has already contacted me and is willing to find a place for me to stay if I don't want to stay in the campgrounds there, but I may do that anyway. And so I'll stay there in Amherst, and then the next day I'll travel to Meat Cove Campground, stay there for the night, and then I'll get to do what the main point of my whole trip, and that's to ride the Cabot Trail. I'll ride it counterclockwise on the first day, stay at Meat Cove, and the next day I'll ride it counterclockwise, stay at Meat Cove. If I had good weather both of those days, I will probably leave from there the next day and go ride Prince Edward Island, camp there, or go down to Halifax. Either way, both of those are going to make it into the itinerary, and then after I do those things, I'm going to head back from there to Maine, and then from Maine back to Philadelphia. Should give me 8 or 9 days on the province. So as you can see, the George Washington Memorial Parkway, it's pretty nice, but people do like to hop out of their lanes. And so here is Mount Vernon. Right back there is the historic house. Right up there. It's where you would go if you were going to go in and see the whole thing. The trail is particularly nice through here. You can't see it very well, but it's a nice little climb. Nothing too difficult, but it's pretty nice. But that's all there is to it, and then we'll head back. But anyway, looking forward to giving you all some I don't know, video footage and everything from Nova Scotia. So next time I get on here, that's probably what it will be. Take care.